The place that calls itself the biggest little city in the world. And right here, some of the most famous entertainers in the world are appearing. But even though she's just over 5 feet tall, I am sure you'll agree as we meet singing star Donna Fargo that she is the biggest person around.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Donna Fargo.
I was doing our news when the story came in about you in Santa Barbara, that you had lost the feeling in your fingers and that you were going to have to possibly cancel some performances. But nobody had any idea what was wrong. Can you take me back to then and tell me about that experience?
Well, that was June '78, and I just finished filming my syndicated TV show in Utah with the Osmonds, and we had finished that, and I was kind of on a vacation, and the next morning I woke up numb from my neck down, and this was a second attack. I had another attack of numbness in my left side only, but it wasn't this serious, and that was all there was to it, sort of. I had a little fatigue, and I went to a lot of doctors and was afraid that it was MS, but I had talked myself out of it by June '78. But then when this attack came on, I knew it was serious then, and then, so I went into the hospital and I kept getting worse. And they saw me, you know, during this bad phase or the disease when it was most active. And then they determined that it was MS, or diagnosed it as MS. I went through a lot of changes, you know, in the hospital. I went from numbness to my body felt like stone. And then kind of loosened up and I couldn't write and feed myself and do sophisticated things like cutting a piece of meat. And I still have numbness in my body from here down. It's not 100% numbness. You know, I couldn't get around as well. It's a lot of pain. A lot of people don't have pain. And a lot of fatigue. But I'm lucky. I mean, I can walk and talk and see, and I'm happy about that.
Well, you're not only lucky, you're spunky, I guess. You're amazing, because a couple hours you've got to go out there in front of a lot of people who may or may not know of your affliction, and who really don't care for that hour that you're in front of them. I mean, they want...
Yeah, right.
You got to go out there and entertain them. And
I don't even want them, you know, to know or care.
Sure, to get in the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't want people feeling sorry for you or,
right,
you know, just looking for that kind of thing.
I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA. Shine on with sunshine, walk with me while it's just skipping through the day. I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA.
You had your life going pretty good. I mean, everything you needed commercially, personally, and then suddenly this happened. And I wonder if part of you ever said, because you were the happiest girl in the whole USA, any part of you say, hey, why me?
Yeah.
Why are you doing it? Why are you picking on me now?
That's the first question you ask. And it's hard to find that answer. I think that, I mean, I finally settled on a few things, and it's that when a person has an incurable disease, or so-called incurable, I really don't believe in incurability of anything. But I know medical science does, and, you know, you have to look at it from that standpoint. But you, what was the question? I got lost.
Why me?
Why me, Lord? Right. I finally settled on the idea that when you have some kind of problem, like a serious problem, you've inherited some kind of genetic predisposition to it or something. You know, a weakness in a certain area like mine must be my central nervous system. And then your behavior and lifestyle and emotional patterns and things like that affect it one way or another. And you don't know that, see, while it's happening, and probably waiting to find its way through. And I think you have to attack it It took me about 6 months to just get up, you know. I couldn't, I mean, the pain was so bad, you just cry all day with the pain. But finally, you just say, I'm just going to take it a step at a time and just go after it. It's not going to get me, and it's an enemy.
Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. These are the sweetest words I've ever heard. Funny face, don't leave me. Funny face, deceive me. My whole world's wrapped up in you.
Donna, what is your medical prognosis?
Well, Steve, MS is so weird. It can affect people, and I've talked to so many doctors about this. Some people will start out easy with it, and they gradually get worse. And other people start out a severe case, and they can get better, or they can just get worse, or stay the same. So I'm trying to believe that I'm just going to get better, and nobody really knows, so I figure that's the best way to believe.
It's up for grabs, right?
Yeah,
So you grab that.
and my doctors have really tried to give me all the encouragement they could, and so I'm ready for it, man. I've got my boxing gloves on,
You're all set.
and it's just not, I'm just not going to let it. You know, that's my attitude.
If you're going to lose, it's going to be by a decision in the 15th round. And
I'm going to give it a good run.
Said I